What's up guys, it's Trevor with Embers Fireplaces. We're in the new part of the showroom today. Today we're reviewing products that we don't normally review, but we've actually got a lot of requests for it. You guys know that we're high-end, more boutique barbecue style. That sounds so hoity-toity. I don't mean it that way, but we typically don't review like more like base grade products. But due to popular demand and requests, we thought we'd do it. Weber, you guys know Weber. We like their stuff. Their stuff's cool. We sell their stuff. Does a good job. However, one of my biggest complaints with Weber is they have so many stinking SKUs, so many different models. So you guys asked for the difference between all the kettle or charcoal models, the kettle charcoal models, base grade models. So this is the original Weber kettle. This is the grill that started it all. We're gonna talk about that. And then we have sort of the premium model of the kettle series, which is going to be the Master Touch series. Now we're not talking about their Kamado series, that's a different thing. Just their simple kettle models. We're gonna break down the difference between, again, the original kettle and the Master Touch, and what the heck is the difference? Let's go. All right, don't forget, if you guys are in the Denver, Colorado area, come to our showroom today, check out all these products for yourself. Make sure to subscribe to our channel, press all the buttons, smash all the likes, do all the things. Helps us out a lot. Okay, Weber kettle, little backstory. This grill, the original Weber kettle, is the grill that started it all. Cool little backstory. What do I mean by that? Well, I think his name was Weber, Mr. Weber. All you Weber fanboys can correct me out there. But essentially, this particular kettle setup was the first grill that they brought to market and sort of invented. So before this, there wasn't really this kettle style before, which is really cool that they kind of started the kettle style cooking. And you can see like on the Weber logo, their little logo, it's a kettle. So this is like the original, the OG, right? This is the OG, right, Chris? OG. I'm sure it's had a lot of design changes along the way, but the fundamental firebox is pretty much the same. Let's talk about, what do we like about Weber? Well, coolest thing about Weber, 10-year warranty on all these grills, which is super cool. And then also all their porcelain enamel, and this is the same on their gas grills too. I got a little bit here. This thing's like completely scratch proof. Look at that. I mean, that's pretty cool. To buy something that's not very expensive, that has a 10-year warranty, that's gonna hold up aesthetically, I like it. Now, let's break this down. Let's talk about this, and then we'll talk about the upgrades you get with the Master Touch. First off, I review a lot of stuff. Again, I don't review stuff usually this basic. There's not a whole lot to review here. I'm gonna be honest with you. There's not a lot going on, but we have our original kettle, we have the lid, and if you look here on the lid, we got a little hanging hook right next to our air control. This is our only air control for the grill, but that hanging hook can sit right there. I mean, it barely catches, so it's a little sketchy. Then we have our cooking grates. I mean, these are super lightweight, but again, from a functionality standpoint, you're getting what you pay for. This is a very, very affordable grill. But what's so cool about this grill is if you watch a lot of the food channels on YouTube and stuff, a lot of these guys are cooking awesome stuff on just a basic Weber kettle. Haven't you seen a lot of that, Chris? Yeah. Yeah, so I mean, the functionality of this machine is gonna do its job, but you're certainly not getting many bells and whistles. You're certainly not getting much that's heavy duty on it, but it can cook some awesome food, definitely. Then we have this where our charcoal is gonna sit on. Now this is one of the coolest things I think with the Weber charcoal series is look at this agitator here. See this? How cool is that? So this agitator, you just flip this back and forth and it's gonna dump all your ash on their super swanky ash dump. I don't even know how to get this out of here. There we go. Look at that. I mean, it's basically like a piece of foil. And then it sits on these super high-end little plates here. You guys are probably gonna roast me for making fun of this thing. So anyways, not a big fan of the ash system, but again, in the context, I mean, you're way under 200 bucks for this thing. So you're kind of getting what you pay for. And if you're a weekend warrior, or you just want something to take to a picnic every now and then, or whatever, it's gonna do the job great. So that's the basic kettle series, the original, the OG. It's solid machine. But now, let's talk about the Master Touch, because it's not a whole lot more, and let's see if we get any upgrades that you think are worth the money. All right, so you can see right away, the way I have the lid positioned is they have this cool little lid holder, these cool little rolly thingies, that's what I call them. That kind of holds the lid in. And I don't know, definitely seems a lot beefier. Now this is a really cool feature, I think. Thermometer. So built-in thermometer, that can go a long way with just being able to eyeball something to see how hot your kettle is. Pretty cool. Now, before we get inside the grill, let's talk about down here. Our stand is definitely beefier. We got some beefier wheels with some nice little rims. Gotta have some rims, right? Okay, so we have the same agitator system inside the firebox here, but this I think is super cool. We actually have an ash pan or an ash bucket. I think that's, of course, extremely more functional. So we can agitate all of our ash, get it down into our ash bucket, and easily dispose of it a lot easier versus ash just kind of blowing away on that thing. I mean, see, look at what I did there. Windy day, that's gonzo. That's gone. So the ash system is definitely superior. So we have a lid holder, a thermometer, a better ash bucket. Then inside, we get some more goodies. So we have a warming rack, and then our cooking grate also has an inset in it. So check this out. So we can take this out, and now we have wok cooking. How cool is wok cooking? And then these little guys flip up. And then we also have some extra charcoal baskets in here. Now this is cool if we want to do any offset cooking. So we can fill up this and then offset cook over here. I actually would do that a lot. Actually, we're gonna try it. So what I'm gonna do is fill this up with some offset, use our warming rack, and I got some fresh cheddar brats to put on our warming rack up here, and really see how useful this is. So those are the extra goodies you get. Again, not a lot to break down with these grills. 10-year warranty. You know, they're not a huge investment, but they're gonna cook some delicious food. But hopefully that kind of helps you decide at home which one you want. We'll give you some overlays as we cook those brats, how they turn out. So essentially the Master Touch, as of the date of this video, you guys know I don't like talk pricing in my videos. So a little over $100 more, maybe a little more than that. But essentially we get a thermometer, a lid holder, and basically a better cooking grate, beefier stand for only $100-some more. To me, it's a no-brainer. Oh, it's also taller too. Did we mention that? It's taller, so it's gonna sit up taller. Nice little investments, again, just to take with you wherever. I'm gonna review this though, up against the Kamado Joe kettle. So kind of curious, we're gonna cook on that, do a side-by-side comparison. So we'll include the link below if you wanna watch that video. But again, this is the differences between the original kettle and the Master Touch kettle. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe. Stay tuned for more.